Hey, good morning. Happy Saturday. Cheers. So, I've been a little lately, and I think a lot of people are. Geez, I didn't sound like this a minute ago, I promise. Either way, sometimes we get a little caught in our throat, and that's okay. Last night I took some Coricidin HPB so it could help me sleep and not be all clogged up. But I feel like I'm clogged up, and I'm pretty sure a lot of others are clogged up as well. It's the weather changing. And as the weather's changing, remember, like a lot of people are like, oh, it was warm and now it's cold and now it's look, it's going to go up and down and back and forth all over the place. But the most important part of the temperatures changing is that as it warms up, the bugs, mosquitoes and stuff, they'll hatch. And then when it gets cold again, they die. And then the ones that were alive long enough to breed some more, it gets warm out, they hatch. And it gets cold out again and snows, and they die. So I'm gonna go with that it's exciting for me to be less bugs for the summer. I think that's how it works. I'm pretty sure, like, I was watching kind of things hatch, and I was getting mosquito bites on my feet 2 weeks or last week. I was getting mosquito bites on me. I got a hair somewhere. Either way. And I was like, man, I cannot do all summer like this. So it got warm, they hatched. They were biting people and stuff. And then it got cold, so they died. And I've seen a couple of flies still hanging on. They won't go out. The flies won't go out in the cold. Like if you get a fly in your vehicle, it will stay there. It won't go out because it's cold out there. The flies like it when it's warm. The bugs like it when it's warm. So as long as it gets warm, the bugs hatch. It gets cold, the bugs die. It gets warm, some more hatch. It gets cold, the bugs die. I'm excited about a less buggy summer. Less buggy summer. That's what I'm going to go with. Less buggy summer, because it has been like that. It's been warm and then cold and then warm and then cold, and it does stuff to you on the inside too, but the bugs can't handle it. They died like that. As soon as it gets cold and starts snowing again, the bugs, they're gone. The birds can handle it, the animals can handle it, we as people can handle it. The bugs cannot handle it. I've also seen ladybugs already hatching and being out and about. So I'm not super excited about them. But again, they're like all over the front window. So that means that there will be an excessive amount this year if the cold doesn't curb that, rein it in, kill them off. I'm not a big fan of killing, but I don't like those mosquitoes as much as they love me, because I take my medicine that makes my blood a little bit more pliable. The bugs love me. The mosquitoes and stuff, they love me. So I'm excited that the up and down and all over the place. I'm excited, not for the congestion that it's causing, but for the bugs to become eradicated. I'm trying to figure my words out this morning. That's okay. My phone seems to be working better this morning. I'm not all glitchy with my signal and stuff like it was yesterday. So, cheers. Good morning, Aunt Lori. So, I finished up my things yesterday, my can koozies, and I got them all packaged up and ready to go somewhere else. 2 of them are already sold. 3 of them are going to this shop in Middlebury. And yeah, so I don't have them here in front of me to show people. That's okay. I post pictures. There's a reason I post pictures. So on a Saturday, if you feel like you can't handle the cold, remember that, yeah, it was warm a couple of days ago, and now it's cold. that means that the bugs are being eradicated. Don't let that, cold spell bring you down. And remember, if you say, "Oh, I'm sick," then you're gonna be that. So don't do that to yourself. Like, yeah, I'm congested and I'm all like, I got in the shower last night, let the water drain over my face so it could loosen up this stuff and bring it down and out. And that's exactly what it did. Because I feel like I can breathe a whole lot better this morning. I also pound on my chest, because it helps loosen whatever mucus is in your chest and helps you bring it up and out. So, so yeah, don't tell yourself you're sick. Tell yourself, hey, yeah, I got a little bit of chest congestion. I'm gonna go get in the shower and fix that. I'm gonna beat on my chest a little bit and fix that. I don't say I'm sick anymore, and even if I am, I still don't say it because you get what you say. If you call into work sick and you're not really sick, in a couple of days, you're going to be sick because that's what you just spoke into existence. I'm a real big firm believer of what you say is what you see, what you say is what you get. And if you feel, and if your mouth and your heart are matching not vibrant, vibes. If your heart and your mouth are matching the vibes, and you're speaking it and you're feeling it, that shit comes true right now. It's like instant. It's instant. I don't know the other word I was going to use, but it's instant. It's an instant thing that comes into existence because you spoke it. You spoke it, you felt it, it came into your existence. Don't do it to yourself. And if you're going to do it to yourself, do it better to yourself. Say I'm healthy and let your heart and mouth match that vibe that you're healthy. And I don't know, maybe that would work as well, and you would still get instantaneous results from that. So what you speak and feel is also what you get. So be careful. Use your words wisely. I'm silent a lot of times these days lately because I don't want to speak bullshit into existence that I really don't want. I don't, and so I just don't. I'm really quiet. When you realize the power of the words and the feelings and the thoughts and all that, thoughts create things. Thoughts create things. Thoughts create things, right? Thoughts create things. So as long as thoughts create things, be careful what you're thinking. And I know it's a hard thing to do, but it's possible that you can be careful, be mindful of what you say to yourself and to others, or what you're thinking to yourself and about others. It's hard in the beginning, but once you get the hang of it, you really learn to just be silent. Only speaking up when you absolutely have to. Otherwise, I remain silent. Like, I like to treat people how I want to be treated. Left alone. Yeah, because I got stuff. I got yarn and stuff. I don't need to speak to get stuff done. I don't. So I really don't. I really keep to myself and keep quiet. And when the kids call and they want advice about something, I give them the advice and then I get off the phone as quickly as possible. Because again, I don't want to speak stuff into existence for myself that I really don't want. So I give them the advice, I get off the phone, and I go back to doing what I want and thinking what I want and not thinking the automatic bullshit that everyone else continues to keep thinking. I've gotten myself off of autopilot. And a lot of people are on autopilot. Well, this is what I'm obviously thinking, so I guess this is what I gotta deal with. So I guess this is what we're doing. So I guess this is how it's gonna be. No, Buttercup, take control. Take control, and you can take control by helping yourself be quiet in the moments when you really don't need to speak. If you don't have something nice to say, our parents taught us this. If you don't have something nice to say, don't say it. Also, if you don't have something nice to say, don't think it. Don't say it. Don't speak it. Don't feel it. Don't do that. Oh, well, I know that person over there is trying her best, but still, to me, she is blah, 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 blah. You're speaking it, thinking it, feeling it, and telling others. Quit it. Because, again, that stuff will bounce off of them and come right back to you. And you're not going to know where the fuck it come from. So be careful, because your vibes will bounce off of something and come back and hit you. Whether you're speaking great stuff, shitty stuff, poor stuff, rich stuff, it's going to bounce off of something and come back and hit you, and you're not going to know which direction it came from. But it came from the direction that you sent it in. So be careful. Yeah, I like to keep quiet. I don't have a lot to say. I mean, and look, like right here, right now, I have a lot to say. But once I'm done with this, I'm quiet as a mouse. You really don't hear me unless I got to get something for the kid or get the kid around to do something. We've got choir concert contest this afternoon. So we have to get around for that. And she's still not awake, but she will be awake soon. So yeah, just, other than if people need me, you hear me. If people don't need me, you don't see me or hear me. And if you do hear me, you hear the TV. You don't hear me talking. I ain't talking shit. I'm paying attention to what the fuck I'm doing. So, get up, pay attention to what the fuck you're doing in your own life. And do something better for yourself. And sometimes that's shutting the fuck up. And I say it in the most nicest, most positive way possible. Just be quiet. Not that your problems aren't real or whatever, but if you don't want to deal with those problems continuously, you got to learn at some point, you know what? Maybe I'm speaking this into existence for myself. Maybe I just need to shut up. That's where I was speaking stuff into existence that I didn't want. So I just learned to shut up. And it's a whole lot quieter. You give me yarn and a show and some coffee, and you won't hear a fucking word from me all day long. I don't even care. You know why? Because it's peaceful. I've finally gotten to a point within myself, within my own head, that I'm not thinking the bullshit. I used to think the bullshit and over worry. And it was a thing where I was 99% emotional all the time. And now I don't deal with emotions. If I do deal with emotions, it's happy emotions. And if I have to deal with a negative emotion or a sad emotion, I deal with it probably as quickly as I possibly can. And then I move on from it. I can't hold on to it, because holding on to it will bring other stuff in that I don't want. Because your feelings will bring in from different areas, different ways, different avenues. It will bring in stuff you don't want. So start learning how to feel better for yourself, because that's the key. And no one says you're going to feel better 100% of the time, every single day for the rest of your life. That's not a thing. What is a thing is, if you're going to feel bad for the moment. Moments can last anywhere from a minute clear through 15 years. A moment in time. It can last however long you want it to last. So if you're glitchy for a moment, make sure that moment isn't going to be for the next 15 years, because that can really bring down your physical health, your mental health, and all that. And this is just kind of stuff that's right randomly off the top of my head, but also stuff that I think about randomly while I'm sitting here doing my thing and not talking to anybody else. So do what you can on a Saturday to get up, do something. I've already done dishes this morning and laundry. I don't do that on a Saturday morning. I rarely do dishes and laundry first thing on a Saturday morning. But I got the dishes all but done. I think I got like one pan left to wash, so that's exciting. And laundry, because I needed to do my laundry. So I've already been kind of busy this morning. It is what it is. And sometimes I am busy first thing in the morning, like 5:30, 30 minutes after I woke up, I was starting to get busy. I don't always do that. You can do whatever you want. You can get up and you can be busy right away. You can get up, you can take a moment to breathe and wake up. It's all in what you want. It's not about what I want for you. It's about what you want. And the only reason I do these videos is to help you understand that you can make a different decision. You can choose something different. It's not all set in stone every single day. This is the exact way I've got to do it every single day. You can change up your routine. You can change up your to-do list. But if you're going to have a to-do list, put on there, wake up, drink coffee, or whatever it is you choose to wake up with. Sometimes it's water. Wake up, drink water. You got 2 things on your to-do list, done. So I am all over the place this morning. I'm okay with that. Hope everybody else is following along. Cheers. So, like I said, find your things to feel grateful for. And be your own magic. Find your own magic somewhere, somehow. The magic isn't always there. It's not always like and maybe it is always there, but maybe you got to match that vibe with whatever it is that you feel like you need. I said that twice for a reason. I didn't mess it up. I promise. And if you re-listen to it, you'll know, you'll understand. So, also be your own sunshine, because tomorrow isn't promised to anyone. And as long as tomorrow isn't promised to anyone, do something better for yourself. Sometimes that something better for yourself is just saying, I am healthy. Yeah, I'm kind of congested and I am kind of congested and I've been coughing. I've been taking the Coricidin, but I still continue to think, feel, and speak that I am healthy. I'll get through this. I'm just taking a little bit of medicine to help me get through it. Right? Right. And I don't overtake the medicine at all. Like, I take it and then I wait for the symptoms to come back and then I take it again. And it's just, I got a frog in my throat or something. I don't know. So, like I said, do what you can every day. This is your reminder every day. Find your things to feel grateful for. It could be just that you woke up. It could be that you got stuff to do. It could be that you got stuff done this morning. It could be that you got stuff done last night. It doesn't matter. Find your things to feel grateful for. It could be that your hands do the things with the things to help you get the things done. Your hands do stuff. And my hands got to do stuff. Like, I'm really grateful for my hands. My hands have got to finagle these little itty bitty scissors. And my hands got to use these tweezers to stuff my things that I stuff that I've been making lately. Because they're tiny and I got to stuff them. And my hands have got to finagle this needle. And it looks like a big needle, but when you're trying to finagle yarn through that eye, sometimes it's a little difficult. So do what you can to find your things to feel grateful for. Your feet get you up and then get you to the bathroom, right? Otherwise you piss and shit yourself. Yeah, I said it. Be grateful for something. If I gotta randomly say weird things to get you to realize that maybe you just need to find something to feel grateful for, then I'm going to. I'm a random weird saying person. There was, when I was working at the factory, this is really funny. I'm going to laugh before I'm done with it. But, at the factory, we drove forklifts because we had to go pull product and get it ready for the shipment. And, sometimes we would be, if the load on the forks was over the height of the forklift or you couldn't see over the load, then you had to turn around and drive backwards. Well, sometimes when you would drive backwards, you would be lowering the forks. Yeah, you'd be lowering the load on the forks and driving backwards at the same time. So sometimes you would lower it all the way and not realize it and leave the load from the forks on the floor while you're still backing up. So the load would be sitting there and you're still backing up, right? And I'd done it before, but I'd never thought of saying this to someone, and I really, really went up to the person that I saw doing it, and I was like, look, buddy, and it was a guy, and I said, look, no one wants to see you leave your load all over the floor. So how about you pick up your load and take it with you? It was extremely, I don't know. It was really great for me to say that. They were just like, they did not expect that to come out of my mouth. I don't even care. Cheers. But yeah, find your things to feel grateful for. And it could be And you need to learn how to do different things. I don't know where that story come from, and I don't know why I even said it, but it is what it is. So, yeah, I think I've been winded enough. I got to get off of here, get the kid up, get her a shower and stuff, and get things moving along for the day. So that's all I got. Hope everyone has a great, lovely, amazing Saturday. Mystique out.